Well, restrictions are easing and summer is unofficially here. This means people are heading out on the wide open road, many with their furry friends in tow.
There's been a surge in pandemic pet adoptions, so for first-time owners, here are some tips to keep in mind for a safe road trip.
Oh, no, we get nervous.
Windows down and wind through the fur. It's not unusual to see man's best friend riding shotgun. And while road trips just aren't complete without our furry friends, like humans, they also need to travel safely. It's a good reminder for everyone, especially during the pandemic, says Mark Latchford with Canada Drives.
A lot of people, first-time pet owners, so it's always great to learn the ins and outs, how to properly transport your pet.
A study published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine found a quarter of dog owners use their arms to protect their dogs from flying forward when braking suddenly. But even the smallest canine can generate up to 500 pounds of projectile force, while a bigger dog could become a 2,400-pound projectile. Jasper and Louie, while known as the Canadian Bros, are 38 and 44 pounds respectively. One of the safest ways for them to travel in a vehicle is in a secured crate or cage.
We do have the seats pushed back so it will not move around, so if you do hit the brakes, there will be no sliding or movement. Having like a towel or a blanket on the bottom will also make it a little bit more comfortable for the dog, and also that sense of familiarity.
The other option is to get an attachment for the dog's harness that buckles right into the seatbelt.
And that way it keeps them secure, and if there's a problem where they do stop short, it won't allow the dog to slide off the seat.
Each province and territory has its own Motor or Traffic Safety Act. Under most of them, a driver can be fined for careless driving if a pet is crowding their seat, causing a distraction, or interfering with the operation of the vehicle. For smaller canines or felines, the rules and safety methods are the same, keeping them secure, even if they are a seasoned traveler, like this tabby cat named Poe. He made his way from his hometown of Medicine Hat, Alberta to Toronto, Ontario, taking the scenic route through the U.S. in a car, stopping to hang with bison in Yellowstone National Park, and getting his photo taken at Mount Rushmore, always with his leash and harness on, which is one way for cats to stay secure in a vehicle, says Beverly McKee with the Toronto Humane Society.
We would likely use the same type of harness with a little carabiner at the end that we could attach to his harness and then clip into the seat belt function to just give that cat a little bit more security in the event that there was an accident.
But the safest way to travel with a small pet in the car is by putting them in a carrier. Treats usually help. Another option could be the Wolf Guard. A Vancouver-based company designed this car seat for dogs that can absorb up to 2,000 pounds of force. But it's not just external factors like car accidents that pet owners need to be mindful of when traveling. Keeping animals cool inside the vehicle, especially during summer, is paramount.
Unlike us, animals don't have sweat glands to allow them to self-regulate their temperatures, so they can actually be affected a lot more quickly than a human being would be affected.
Some tips to protect pets from overheating during summer car rides. On short trips, avoid making minor stops at the store. Instead, bring your pet straight home. On long trips, get a screen to put on the windows to block out the sun, turn on the air conditioning, and have a portable water dish on hand, making sure wherever your kitty or canine travels to, they can safely enjoy the dog days of summer. Miranda Anthistle, Global News, Toronto.